I've got it. Right, a couple of points to note before we start. This is not a sponsored video. I'm in no way affiliated to Chihiros at all. And I actually bought this light with my own money, full price, which means I can be completely honest and say exactly what I think about it. So usually I just use really, really cheap lighting, either a strip or a floodlight sometimes as well. So you can see here on this aquarium, the strip light at the top, 2 of them I've got. They light the tank quite well, but there is 2 of them. And the only way I could get them to look half decent was to suspend them from the ceiling with a bit of fishing line, which you don't really want in your house, do you? And then when I say floodlights, I literally mean floodlights. These are the sort of things that you'd have on your driveway, lighting up your drive. But as you can see, plants grow insanely well with them. The thing is, they are really not the prettiest of things, are they? Now, up until today, the Fluval Plant 3.0 is the most expensive light I've ever bought, like a mid-range price that is, and it's currently just sat up there. Where it has done since I opened it. There's nothing wrong with it, it's a great light. I just used the floodlights. But today I'm opening the Chihiros WRGB II. Chihiros? Am I saying that right? It looks like I am. Chihiros. I think that's right. I'm going with Chihiros. So this light is classed as a mid-range level sort of pricing wise, but it's high tech in terms of what it can do. It cost me £369 for this, which is like $400, which sounds like a lot, but when you think lights can go way, way higher than that. You can get into like $1,000. And some of the ADA units are like 600 each. And for this size tank, you'd need 2. So yeah, you get me. This is like medium level. Way more expensive than the budget lighting, but not gonna completely break the bank, I don't think, if you're having a luxurious tank in your house anyway. Right, first thing, let's get this bad boy out. It looks like it should just slide now. Oh, it's sliding. Oh my goodness, this is massive. Oh, that's probably important. So is that. Oh. Right, apart from it being massive, the other thing, it feels heavy duty, it feels quality, it feels built so, so well. Look at that, the quality of it all. It looks amazing. It's so wide as well. So one of the issues that I had with the Fluval Plant was that it was like, it's quite skinny and you don't get a really wide spread. Plus it didn't come with risers as well. I had to make my own out of wood. This comes with all of that and it's wide. So hopefully, I think this will be pretty good. So we've got all of our power supply thingies here. Nice big lead on it, which is good. Nothing worse than a short little one that can't reach any of your plugs. That is a great length like that, and that's without the actual plug bit as well. Ah, these are the risers. Look, see, look at this Fluval. It's as easy as this. Just put them in with the light. Yeah, really thick L bits, look. And this stuff, really nice finish to it, feels quality. Nothing here is flimsy, it's all good stuff. It's easy to put these in as well. You just slot them down and tighten them up. There we go. Put that at this end. Then they just slot into these little runners. Boom. So I'm thinking this tank is going to give us the best comparison. So I'm going to try and slot this in now without smashing everything. We're on one side. Oh my God, this thing's massive. Oh, look at that though. It fits like a glove. Right, so it's now time for a comparison test. Here's how it looks now with the 2 really, really cheap LED strip lights that we've got on there. And here is how it's looking with the Chihiros. I mean, straight away, the greens look, I mean, wow. That's impressive. I wasn't expecting that much of a difference, if I'm honest. All the colours in general. The greens have got more of that sort of ADA vibe to them. You know, like the greens are proper deeper green. And then if there's an luminous green, like the Limnophila, it really, really is. I mean, just look at the fish as well. Oh my God. They are glowing. I've not turned that up or anything. That's actually what we're seeing. Ridiculous. Everything looks so good. Oh, well done. Now, as with all of these lights, like they come with an app as well. Well, they don't come with an app, you download the app. And it's really intuitive, it's really easy to use, to be honest. I've done it in like 30 seconds. I was gonna fiddle with it first so I knew what to do and what to say, but I don't need to say anything. Look, I've already loaded up the tank, there's the colors, and there's a timer as well. Done. You can change the colours as much as you want as well, which is quite cool. So at the moment I've got it all set to, oh, you have to turn it off to modify it, okay. Turn off that setting. And you can change the lightness to whatever you want. That's at 0% obviously, but so there's 75% at 3000 Kelvin, so you see there's more of a sort of yellower light. But if you can turn it up to 8000 to get that more sort of green poppiness, you can go all the way up to 13,000, so it's like really quite blue. Bit too blue for me, that one. I think I'll go somewhere in the middle. Somewhere like that. I think that just looks the best, doesn't it? Anyway, just click save, job done. I've got it set at the moment from 7:30 to 4 PM. Go back, flip that on. There we go. Now it's doing it. So it's very easy to use. One of the easiest ones I've used so far. Not that I've used many, because most of mine don't come with that because they're cheap. But the ability to be able to dim it up and down like that is actually really, really useful. When you first set up your tank, you don't want to be going boom 100% straight away, because that is just going to cause algae. You can just ramp it up over time as the plants really do start to settle in, because they're going to be using even more excess nutrients than when you first do it, which means there's no nutrients for the algae to grow. Can't get over the colours though on some of these fish. I mean, look at that. That's the tuxedo guppy, obviously, and then we've got the albino cherry barbs here, and then there's that male end at the top. There was some CPDs hovering around in here just a second ago. They've hidden now. I've come close, but they looked insane. Look, oh, come on, come out. Yeah, there we go. That CPD. Look at that. He looks so cool as well. Loving it. So I paid £90 for the original budget lights. That's for both of them, so £45 each. I don't know what that is in your country, but you can convert it, can't you, if you really must know. But think about the percentages. So that's £90. The Chihiros here, £369. So that's a considerably much bigger, price. But then it depends on you if you think that's worth it or not. So for me, in a studio with all of these tanks, probably not going to go around putting these on all of them, am I? That's a big cost. I could, I suppose, but I wouldn't have any money left to do anything else. Just have lights, no fish, no hardscape, nothing else. But I think there was a massive marked difference in the overall look. Again, the look that this changes to might not be to everyone's taste either. I guess it's all about what you want, but what I will say is it looks so good. And I'm talking the aesthetics of the unit itself. It does look so quality. Like, if it was a living room with this tank, then I would be massively impressed with the overall design and everything. Well, I mean, I am impressed, but I mean, it kind of gets lost in the studio as just me, but I definitely would have this in my living space. It looks quality, even underside where you can see it. Let me turn that. I can't show you the LEDs on here because everything goes weird, but it looks quite cool underneath even as well. Not blinding to your eyes either. So yeah, first and foremost, the plants look great, and I know that they're gonna grow. Like, every single plant there is gonna grow now, no matter what type it is with that lighting. It's just insanely good. But the second thing I'm noticing, and it's a big one, is that the fish look so much better. In terms of poppiness, the colours are showing more, I'm noticing them more as well. It's like, even sat back here from my desk whilst I'm editing, I can just see them all look. There's a lot of colourful guppies in the tank next to them. You can just about make them out. I mean, they are extremely colourful, so you would expect that. But when you come across to these guys, there's just, wow. I'll show you as well. I just fed them yesterday and they all went out, and I stopped filming, but I'll show you this when they're fed and all the apistos come out, because some of these apistos colours are even better than the albino cherry barbs that you can see. Right, we do a tap tap. I want to get the male Apistogramma cacatoides to come out. Hopefully they will. They all know the tap that I just did now, and that should bring them forward. Look, these are already here. Little sprinkle. I'm not going crazy on the food in this one because I did feed them yesterday, and I like to feed a big amount every other day. Then I want some sinking Cory pellets as well, because I want you to see the gold laser Cories. They look insane with this light. Like, every fish just looks even better. He's coming out. This is the male Apistogramma cacatoides. I'll just adjust. Look at that flame on the back of him, and the blue in the lips, everything just coming out and popping so much more than usual. Every single fish is like that as well. There we go, Apistogramma hung schloi. Again, just looks fantastic, those colours. I'm just so impressed. Oh, there's a gold laser Cory as well. Hang on, just look at the vibrance on that laser part. Yep, we don't need the sound effects, sorry. There's a subdominant male of the Apistogramma hung schloi as well. Quite juvenile, so they're quite tiddly compared to the adult. There is a female here somewhere, and her colours were really good as well. Very yellow. Ah, there we go. There's the female. No, not you guys. There's the female, see? Looking beautiful. Such vibrant orange and yellow to them. They stay a lot smaller as well than the males. I've had so many babies out of these guys. All of these that you're seeing in here right now, all come from the two parents, the same two parents. So like all of these down here, oh, that's all right, that's fine. It's just territory, it's absolutely fine. Pretty good, it's not an aggressive fish. One of the biggest apistogrammas in here, but look, they all know to keep a distance, and that's wise of them. Oh, look, there we go, there's a hill stream loach, just the one in here, come from a previous tank, goes around cleaning all those stones for us. What's going on here between you two? This is what apistogrammas having a look like, guys. Can you just calm it down, please? I'm the boss around here. So the conclusion then, is it worth it? Is it making that much of a difference to warrant that massive hike in pricing? So for me, the look of the tank now versus before is a lot more sort of professional looking, I guess. It's got that sort of high class, high end look to it with the colouring rendition that you can't really get with the cheaper ones. Now that could just be me being picky with my eyes because I've seen so many other designs and setups through the years now. For you guys, you might like the cheaper option. But the thing is that both options are available to you, and I would always suggest you start with the cheaper one, because if you start with the cheaper one and you do well, you are inevitably going to upgrade to this one, and I would recommend that you do because it's fantastic. It looks really, really good. The actual unit is fully customizable, so it's going to really help you in terms of getting started with a setup and then progressing with it and, you know, increasing the intensity as you go. Colouring, you can just change however you want, to be honest, can't you? So is the price of this unit worth it? I think absolutely. This is going to look good in someone's living space, like really good. Let's face it, it's going to look a lot better than a couple of my LED floodlights just sort of hung over some dodgy wood and that. If you're really good at like DIY, which I'm okay, I'm not really good, so I don't have the patience to get it perfect. But if you are really good at DIY, then you could probably do your own light units. But that's not really what people who are going to buy this are into, is it? They're going to go and buy it straight away, and so they should, because it looks great. If you like this, then go for it. If this is the sort of look that you want, then you have to go for it. There is no sort of, I don't know, there's no alternative. The cheaper lights look good, they don't look this good. To be honest, this is probably the cheapest you can get in terms of getting that high-end look to your tank, but without going into the thousands. If you've got a fish room or a fish studio in the back somewhere that you just do as a hobby for, say, breeding fish and growing some plants, you probably could just stick the LED floodlights or the budget lighting. For displays, this is probably king, if I'm honest. Yeah. So if this video has been useful to you guys, do not forget to hit the like, the bell, and all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.